So exciting news. I have my first customer for some water bottles. They're just some cheap ones from Amazon. Total transparency. It's actually a buddy of mine, and he knows I'm trying to get this off the ground. And he's like, "Hey, why don't you do some bottles for me, and we'll see how it goes." So, pretty excited. Gonna do my best to knock them out. Pretty simple. I got these on Amazon. The logo it's like about 3.5 inches wide by like 4.5 inches tall. I forget. I'll show you the logo once I get it up all loaded. But I just wanted to kind of give a quick update, and I'll post a little bit of the process as I go through and do it. And yeah, if you guys see me doing anything that is outlandishly inefficient or incorrect, don't be shy. Let me know, because I could use all the help I could get. But with that said, let's go ahead and get this started. Super excited. All right, see you in a bit. So something that I wanted to make sure or attempt to do is I wanted to get the water bottles marked in a way so that when somebody was drinking from it, the logo would be facing directly out on I'm going to call that the front side of it. So, when you're taking a drink or whoever's drinking from it, the logo faces out towards people looking at it. So hopefully it'll do its job and create some advertising. And to do that, I didn't use I used probably the least scientific process you could. What I did was I took each water bottle and I opened it up, and then I closed it back and hand tightened it to where I felt like it was tight enough, but not like crazy tight. And the hope is that every time somebody closes the bottle or tightens the lid back on, it lands in that area. And I just kind of eyeballed it and marked each bottle. Here, I'll get a little close up with my phone here and edit that into the video. You can see the pencil mark here on each one. And yeah, I just kind of centered it on this part here. It was kind of nice. It had these two parts here from the handle. And that way the logo will be, hopefully anyways, the logo will be facing out. And not everybody will tighten it to the same degree. Like a big guy might tighten it a lot more, or if somebody's kid is using it, they might not tighten it as much, but it'll be in that ballpark, hopefully. That's the hope. Set up in the F2 on the rotary. And let me go ahead and hop in here, jump into X Studio. I have my logo over the bottle here, the water bottle, and I have it centered. And I made it a little big. This is a tester water bottle. I ordered a couple extra just so I have a few to test the actual design out. And I know there's other ways, like some people put blue tape on it. And I actually tried that, but I feel like it just was a lot of extra process. If I was doing like a Yeti or an Owala or a Stanley, I would probably do the blue tape just because those are so expensive. But in the case of this water bottle, it's a pretty affordable option. So to me, it was just faster and easier to do a real engraving on it. But everything looks good. I'm just going to do one pass. Do some framing on there. It's hard to see the framing. And I still haven't figured out how to change the framing. If anyone knows how to, like when I click on the three dots, it doesn't give me any options to change whether it's just the shape or the outline, but so far it's working. And with that said, this is just a different version of the design here. I'm gonna go ahead and put the lid down. I got my vent fan going, and let's see how this works out. Process. and then start, and then the real start is on the, and there it goes. And we'll be back when this one's done. See how it turned out. All right, so the tester engrave came out looking pretty good in my opinion. Kind of, I haven't cleaned it yet either. When you clean the soot off, it's amazing how much the stainless steel comes through. And this was only one pass. I'm doing 2 passes for the full engrave. This is just a tester on my sacrificial bottle, if you want to call it that. But it looks good. I'm gonna pull the trigger and do the actual bottles that are gonna be for the customer. All right, I'll get those going and we'll come back when they're done. First one done, second one going in. All right, there's number 3, or number 2. Whoops, number 2 done. Number 3 going in. Each one is taking about 8.5 minutes, give or take, or 9 minutes, because I'm doing 2 passes. But let's keep this train rolling. See you on the other side. 2 down. Number 3 is in there. Whoops. And it's going to take estimated 8 minutes 26 seconds and 5 more to go. Number 4, time for number 5. Number 5, 3 more to go. 6 on to 7. And number 8, all finished. See if I can do this with one hand. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 water bottles. All right, time to clean them up. Here's what the bottles look like before cleaning them. And I'm using a magic eraser. I think that's what it's called. This is actually a off-brand generic one, but it works just as well in my opinion. And I've just been putting a little bit of water. Here, let me go on this side so I don't block the camera. Just been putting a little bit of water on there, and there's what it looks like now. And you can kind of see how clean it gets it. And it even gets the pencil mark off. Just rinse it. There's all the soot on there. And you can see it just bare stainless steel now. Comes out so good. I went ahead and washed all the water bottles. And now I got to wipe them down because they got a little bit of water spots on them, but wanted to make sure they were clean. But they came out really nice, I think. Super happy with how well the engraving came out. Give you a closer look here. Let me just grab the last one. Hey, you can see it turned out real nice. Even like the little detail in this part here, in the little like rope tied on to the hook, came out nice. And I just got to wipe all these water spots off now. But yeah, super happy. Gonna get the lids back on and pack them up back in the box and deliver them. Let me know what you guys think, and we'll see you next time.